But right now, we have a very special guest, a very close and personal friend of ours, Big Vern, the mechanic. Cathey, this man, the 4 seed in the light heavyweight division. He will be at PowerSlap 7. He will be a coach in Vegas at the Apex. I believe it's at the Apex. Papa, how you doing, Big Vern? Everyone give Big Vern a hand. Thank you for joining us live and direct. We have him here. How's everything going, Big Vern?
Oh, everything's great. Everything's going just great.
Oh, man. We are so excited to have you on again. I think that this Big Vern's third or fourth appearance?
Might be his third appearance.
Yes. We want to be the official PowerSlap podcast of PowerSlap and Big Vern. First of all, Big Vern, we were talking. Can I just give props? I know you're in Kansas, but Kansas City, the Power and Lights District, man, that is awesome.
It's amazing. I mean, all the bars that are there, it's right across the street from T-Mobile Arena. Like, everything is just awesome.
Everything's awesome. Restaurants, drinks, the people were very friendly. You know what I would like to see there? I don't know if they has Kansas City regulated PowerSlap yet. Are they on the list?
They're talking about Kansas. It's just so new, and they got to go each state by state. So I know they're trying to get Hawaii and Texas. So that's a big thing in California.
Hell yes.
Hawaii might be huge.
So we got what date is PowerSlap 7? Is it this weekend or the following week?
No, it's April 12th.
April 12th. So you're not in this event. You saw we went crazy. We watched you live at PowerSlap 6. You freaking stood there like a champ. You took that slap and you delivered a hell of a knockout blow. You had me and Rafa screaming like freaking 9-year-old girls at the NSYNC concert.
I thought like they were cheering like their son won.
Like I hit a home run in the World Series. You guys are just.
You walked it off because that was the first time you won when you took a slap, right?
Not winning the
coin toss.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the first one I took 2 hard slaps. I mean, I had a black eye for like probably 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
So, I mean, he hit me like a truck. I mean, it was crazy.
Well, man, we like you said, we lost it like a 9-year-old at an NSYNC concert. When do you guys actually get that coin flip? How long do you know before your first, last? Is it at the weigh-in? How long do you have to prepare yourself and actually figure out when that coin flip is?
It's about 2 weeks in advance. It's mainly because of betting.
2 weeks in advance.
Sanctioned, so they have to, the Nevada Commission has to see the coin toss, verify it. So it's all about betting. So I know about 2 weeks ahead of time.
I got 2 questions for you off that. One, so when you find out your coin toss, do you start implementing training a different way? So if you figure out that, like, let's say you didn't win, you know you're going to get hit first, do you just, like, continuously get hit in the face to, like, prepare for it? Or, like that?
No. It's all mental for me. In this last match, I mean, you saw I was intense and I was just pissed off. And, I'm on the border, I just got to keep winning. So it was just a mental thing for me. And in either way, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm there to do my job, so I could care less if I win the coin toss or lose the coin toss.
I love it.
I also got a question from Matthew Rocha. He says, just in general, how do you usually train for slapping?
It's just a lot of stretching. Honestly, I'm naturally strong. Just being a mechanic itself, my hands are like bricks.
Turning wrenches, baby.
Using them. But just from my previous training in track and the Highland Games, just a fluid movement of like throwing the discus. So I'm very fortunate that I've trained for so many years doing a sport that literally simulates a slap. So, I just train on my feet. I just make sure I don't want to move my feet. So that's what I train for.
So speaking of training, I know you're coaching at PowerSlap 7. Who exactly are you coaching in April 12th?
I don't know the whole list. I do know I'm going to be Austin Turpin's coach. And
ooh, nice.
Guys, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to be the blue corner. So I don't know if they're underdogs, not underdogs. I won't know the official list who's in each corner until coming up. But no, I'm just going to do my best to just get the guys motivated and, just literally, just like Turpin with me, he understood I needed to take the next step on just getting emotional and getting angry at it. You know, I'll just do my best to help anyone the way I can, the way they need to be helped.
Speaking of Austin Turp Daddy Slim, that's a freaking great nickname, by the way. He's in the co-main event, man. He has Wolverine. And Wolverine's been on top of your, he's been a champ for a little while now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough dude. Specifically for me, which this is what amazes me about the sport more than anything, is that natural reflexes are to flinch, for anything. Is there a specific like drill or any kind of training to not flinch, I think, is the most impressive part of the whole sport, because it's your natural instinct when you're about to get knocked the F out. You guys can't even blink. I mean, they'll call a foul. That is incredible to me. Is there any type of training that you do for that?
It's going to sound crazy, but you know those pool noodles?
Yeah.
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 Like just getting whacked in the head with those a couple of times, just like sitting there, just, trying not to move. You just kind of get that muscle memory going. And then honestly, you just got to be a badass. You just got to understand.
Let's go.
Even if you lose or win, like you're a badass. Like you guys,
You're still
understand,
badass.
just
100%.
standing there is the hardest part.
Yeah, I feel like you guys all have like it's like a small community now. Like you guys all pretty much know each other. It seems like there's a lot of respect. There is some rivalries. We'll get into that a little bit later. But it seems like a lot of you guys have respect for each other, because to be able to get on that stage, like you said, you have to be a badass. I wanted to talk a little bit about PowerSlap 6. It seemed like, I don't know who that's.
That's Eddie's phone going off.
My bad, man.
Here, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
He can't get his finger in there.
Dude, it was star-studded, Vern. I mean, the GOAT was there. Tom Brady was there. Travis Scott. I mean, that was like a huge event. And, I mean, that's just like at the top of the list. There was like 30 celebs there. Max Crosby. How did it feel? Was that like the biggest event that you've done so far? And am I wrong to saying that was like a seriously star-studded event?
Yeah, I mean, it was loaded top to bottom. I mean, it was Super Bowl weekend, so everyone was in town anyways.
Yeah.
So it was nuts. I mean, Pat McAfee was there.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a photo with Tom. But it's because I was walking off the stage as he was walking over.
You photobombed Tom Brady?
Yeah, so I have a photo that's like, you see Tom and then I'm in the background. So
yeah, Barkley was there. Did you run into Barkley?
So Flex Lewis was there too. He's a bodybuilder.
I know who Flex Lewis is.
I love the guy. He's awesome. Me and him chatted the most. But busting with the boys, they were there. Taylor Lewin, all of them.
Yeah.
So,
the Nelk boys, I mean, they are a staple at all the power slaps. Right? They're always there. Those guys, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah, I ran into Tyreek Hill at a casino, and then Bob Minery, and that whole weekend was just star-studded, just everywhere you went.
Yeah, very, very freaking cool.
I can imagine. Very,
very cool. Like you said, you've moved up in the rankings. You're fourth ranked. And we've been following you for a while now. I just want to know, when are the people going to get the match that we all want to see? We talked about rivalries. AJ Hints, versus Big Vern. Is that something in the making? Are we going to get that? Because I want to be there in person for that one. I want to be in your corner for that one.
I don't know if that one's going to happen. We're doing some shuffling around. I'm going to discuss some stuff with my contract when I go up there this next time. But, I normally walk around at like 225, so I cut weight to 205. Well, we may be discussing a decent match at 185.
Whoa!
That's a big boy cut.
That's a big cut.
Baby. I love it.
And what would the match be at 185?
I'm not allowed to say.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Keep it on the
man.
down low.
But if this next match, this next PowerSlap 7, you'll see a bunch of people that have shifted weights, and I think the main thing they're doing is because people don't understand, there's about 50% of us that were like actual athletes, and I'm nothing against the other guys, they're great athletes, but like I wrestled, I did powerlifting, I always did a sport where I had to cut weight, and I was very specific. And I think they're shifting people around in the weight that they should be, and they don't realize they should be,
Ah.
Now, me at 180, I haven't been 185 since I was like
12.
11th grade, high school.
That's
The only
crazy.
benefit if I do it is I will be jacked. I haven't been jacked in years.
Yeah, you should do it with your shirt off at 185. Like, oil up, shave down, and man, that'd be freaking amazing.
So at the last match, the guy didn't make weight, so I came up in weight, and I was already down at 205. I was pretty close to it, and I do my job. I'm there to do my job. Well, they're like, "Hey, Vern, will you come up and weight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll come up and weight."
Yeah.
So I was just eating and just being a fat ass.
Yeah, been there.
Something we know nothing about.
Been there.
When I was running around, I almost ripped my shirt off, and like mid pulling it up, I was like, "Shit, man, I just look like shit." So I didn't even pull my shirt up.
Oh man. So I want to break down. There is 2 title matches coming up in PowerSlap 7. You're going to look like you're coaching one of them. I know the co-main is Ryan, the King of Kings Phillips, versus the champ, Damien DeBell, I believe. Or is that the main event? Is that
That's the main event.
That's the main event. Break it down. How do you see this going down? Do we know? Well, it's not 2 weeks yet, so we don't know who won the toss, correct?
Yeah, don't know yet.
Yeah. Who are you picking, or do you are allowed to pick? But what's the breakdown of the main event?
Well, I'm not allowed to pick per se, but I will give my breakdown. The Bell, he's very accurate, has an ungodly amount of power. But on the other side, Ryan's never been put down. He eats every single one of them.
That's crazy.
So that may be an amazing match because I think it's going to go all 5 rounds.
Wow, can you imagine?
Shit show.
The face after that fucking thing.
Oh my dude! If you've seen 5-round matches, I mean they cut.
Yeah.
I mean orbital bones are just thrashed.
What weight is that where the Bell would be fighting?
It's a heavyweight, right?
It's a heavyweight.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Probably, I think like 255, 260.
The only thing in my opinion, and when I watch the heavyweights, I feel like they don't come up. Obviously, they're heavier, right? So they're strong. They're more power's coming behind
Yeah.
it. I just don't see the speed with it, right? Like it feels like, it's like it doesn't look like it's wow, but it's fucking wow.
Like bat speed with
Yes,
hitting. Yeah. I would think that's a thing.
I just don't.
He's showing. He's showing his cup of his best slab. It's just he's completely obliterated.
That's
But
freaking.
no, that's why I believe like it's just like an MMA. I mean, personally, what do you think the best weight class is?
For me in
Oh,
PowerSlap.
No. In MMA.
Oh, what?
It's definitely lightweight, I think.
Lightweight, the small guys?
No. Charles Oliveira, Justin
What
Gaethje.
weight is that?
That's lightweight, isn't it?
No.
No,
That's
no,
not lightweight.
like 170,
He means
whatever.
like pounds.
Like
what-
170, 180.
I would.
See, I've always just stuck to 205.
Is that middle heavyweight?
It just seems like you get the big with the speed. I think it's about the best.
That's the weight of Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right around there. That or one step below that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the athletes.
So,
that makes
the
sense.
heavyweight guys, I mean, they got the power, but like you watch when I hit a guy, you got to put it in slow motion. I mean,
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And I feel when I watch the heavyweights, I feel like it's in fucking slow motion. That's the dead ass.
So, I have another question for you. When you're about to get slapped, other than the flinching, do you guys tense up? Is it better to just be relaxed? What's the technique as far as, other than being a freaking monster and a man, is there a technique to actually getting slapped? I mean, what's the best way to go about it?
Yeah, me and Austin talked about this, and I changed a lot of things in my last one. I clinched up and I bit my mouthpiece so hard that the opposite side of my face was sore because I was so tense those 2 hits.
Shit.
I think it's the only way to truly take it, because when I was with AJ, I was relaxed and my head whipped. And if you look at the last one, I mean, my whole body shifted when he hit me, but my neck was straight, my jaw was straight. And, I think the best thing is just to be able to clinch as hard as you can.
Oh, man. So let's talk about the match that you're actually going to be in the corner. I know you're going to be in the corner for more than this one, but the actual the co-main, you have the Wolverine, and if you've seen the Wolverine, he has the beard.
He's monster. He's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast. Against Turp Daddy, Slim.
This is a 1-2 fight, right? Number 1 against number 2?
Yeah, this is the belt. This is the two titles. Yes. How do you see that going down?
I think it's going to go 5 rounds, but Turpin's going to have to be clean, and the beard is a little misleading. But as long as you're accurate and you can just place it where you need to place it, that's my thing. Is I work on being accurate, and I think I've told Turpin about that, and I think he's going to do that. And he gets a little too amped up, I think. So it's going to go all 5 rounds, but he's going to have to put Rod on his ass to win. There's no way he's going to win unless he drops him.
Speaking of amped up, John the Machine Davis, another champion. I believe he's at middleweight, or is he a one right below you?
185. Yep.
He's a superstar, man. That dude, he's a nut. That dude is so entertaining, and he is just so good for the sport. He is so much fun to watch. I just, if you guys haven't watched this yet,
coach, he's the other cornerman.
Oh, really? Hell yeah, man!
Oh, is there a fight in the? Is there a fight in the works?
Are we drawing? We're not gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna say anything.
UFC deal here type thing. All right, we won't say anything.
Yeah,
All right,
awesome,
that's gonna
man.
be good.
So is PowerSlap 8? Is that gonna be, now that you guys are getting sanctioned in other places? Is there already? Is Miami, right? Florida has already been okayed. When are we looking at an event outside of Vegas? How soon is that in the works?
Honestly, we have a lot of Hawaiians on the card, so I bet we go to Hawaii before we go anywhere else.
Oh, I've never been. If you need a coach, never been to Hawaii, Big Vern.
I'm excited. I always show up to my job. I don't flinch, and I pass my drug test. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be on the card if we go to Hawaii.
Oh, I
love it. Yes. Yeah.
But there's been no announcements on dates or anything for PowerSlap 8, right?
No, we are kept so far out of the loop, and it's only because, it's like, they have so much going on. Like, right. I can only imagine. It's just like UFC, it's like, 300. They've probably been working on UFC 300 for, 6 months.
Yeah.
Prior to it even happening. So I'll probably, if I know anything, it'll be like 3 months out from once it happens.
What are we doing with, there's an event. Is it like every 6 weeks now? Is it every 8 weeks? What's the interval?
It looks like they're trying to do every 3 months, every 3 to 4 months.
Okay, man.
I'm assuming once we get sanctioned in other states, that'll pick up.
Right, because
different weight classes, everything.
Right, because the roster will increase.
So
as soon as once the roster increases, and that's why we got guys going down to 185 that are at 205, because 205 is pretty stacked. We have a bunch of guys in 205.
Right.
Well, I just want to say congratulations. I know you're a mechanic, and social media is not your, you're a grown ass man. You hit 10K followers, right? I know. Yes. Yes.
I really did.
Let me tell you, we're on this train. We're gonna ride your coattails till you hit 1 million, man. And it's coming soon because the popularity of the sport, just by the looks of PowerSlap 6, I think everyone enjoyed it. If you talk to anyone, all those celebrities, it was a big wow factor. Like, it's exciting, and there's just no way around it. And the sport is growing. Have you heard anything about how fast it's growing? What are the numbers? I mean, obviously, 10,000 followers for you. I know you get recognized in markets, and I saw cool clips of kids running into you. I mean, this has to be a very cool experience for you.
It's nuts. I mean, as a whole, as a company, I mean, to think like, a year ago we had 100,000 followers on our Instagram for PowerSlap. Now we have like 3.4 million or something.
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
And I mean, do you guys ever get recognized when you go out anywhere?
No, not yet. No, not yet.
Man.
The police do, and I run as fast as I can.
I was in Lowe's the other day. I was like walking into Lowe's to help some guys get some stuff. And this kid, he's probably like 22, just yells out, "Vern the fucking mechanic."
Yeah, baby. Hell
Love
yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, I get recognized. It's funny. And, my main thing is I'll talk to anybody, I'll take my time out of the day, and it doesn't bother me.
Well, hell, you're talking to us, and we're two
Thank you.
we're two nobodies. So
When I first got on your first podcast, my wife thought I was insulting you because I was like, yeah, I'm going to be on this two podcast, and this podcast with two nobodies.
well, your wife and my wife have something in common. She always says I'm a nobody. That's freaking
She's like,
awesome.
That's kind of rude. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, getting a big head now, aren't you? I'm like,
I love it, man. I love it. Big Vern, PowerSlap 7 at the Apex. Is that the Apex again, or is it at a different location?
yeah, it's at the Apex.
Okay, I just want to. If you guys haven't watched it yet, it's on Rumble. It's live.
It's free.
It's free. The gambling is awesome. If you haven't seen it yet, we highly suggest. I mean, it is just so entertaining. Big Vern is a superstar, along with a bunch of other like the Machine.
Terp.
Yeah, and Wolverine, the heavyweights, the super heavyweights. Oh my god, the super heavyweights are
Hawaiian dudes.
Woo!
Big boys.
My goodness.
Dude, the Hawaiian guys are the funnest to hang out with.
I got a Hawaiian friend. He's very cool.
And they drink.
Yeah, they can drink. I'll drink anyone.
Yeah.
And they'll drink it all. I can't believe it.
More than anyone.
That is true as well.
It's like, you want to know a good place to eat? Ask the Hawaiian.
Yes. But before we let you go, Big Vern, go ahead and give your Instagram a shout out and whatever else you want to shout out. How do we follow you?
I just want to thank everyone. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's Vercules200. You can just look up my name too, because I'm the only Vernon Cathey on Instagram. So I just want to thank you guys for supporting me and making the platform go better. So it's just great seeing you guys, and I always post you guys' stuff. And congrats with your son being in the NCAA wrestling tournament. That was amazing.
Thank you, Big Vern. We appreciate it.
Just once again, thank you guys so much.
So
Thank you, Big
everybody,
Vern.
give Big Vern a big hand, man. We had to have you on as a guest. We've been following you, and we have respect for you. He's an amazing person, doing some amazing things, and his stories is great. He's a big Ford guy. So
Yes. I know.
Thank you again.
You're not a Ford guy?
This guy?
Oh, I'm an everything guy.
Oh,
I'm an everything guy.
giggity.
I'm in everything except for Subaru. Other than that, we're good. So,
This summer, I'm gonna bring out my replica of Bigfoot. So.
I'm dying to see
yes.
that. I used to have a Bigfoot when I was a kid. I had the little monster truck,
one?
the blue
Yes.
one. Yeah, I went through a couple of those things. I thought they actually did go over fucking dirt and sidewalks and everything. Yeah, I broke a couple of those.
I just have a picture of you, right now, in a little Bigfoot, trying to go over curbs in Pacoima.
Because I can make that picture happen. I'll make it and put it online.
Oh,
I love it.
yes.
Make it happen, Big Vern. Make it happen, baby.
Thank you again, Big Vern. We love you, and good luck on coaching. Say hello to Tom Brady and Travis Scott for us. And thank you again, Papa.
All right, man. Thank you guys.
Thanks a lot, bud.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.